They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And now the offense operates in the red zone. The lone receiver right is Cooper. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Marcel Reese is fullback, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
All right, here we go. 5 and 8.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They go with Murray again. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a 2nd time, but that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was. As you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run. Murray. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon, and he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. They find some open field here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now Bortles to try again after the pick 6. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. David Amerson able to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style. We actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And this is caught. Crabtree, touchdown Raiders. Michael Crabtree from 4 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Okay, Charles, while we got a second here, we're creeping up on the end of August. That means fantasy drafts are coming up. I've got my family draft this weekend. I know my father, Bob, could use some help. Who do you like? Who are you taking?
Well, what's interesting to me is how Ezekiel Elliott from Dallas has gotten so much attention leading up to this. But with the preseason where he hasn't played much, I want to see if his value goes down a little bit. But I will tell you this, my sleeper at wide receiver, Michael Thomas, rookie with the New Orleans Saints.
Think he's got big upside this year?
I think he's got big upside. Drew Brees is throwing the ball. Sean Payton's calling the plays. I'd take a good, strong look at him.
Ten yards to go on 3rd. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Travis Carey back deep for the Raiders. Carey on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A really nice read by the offense. They caught the defense not covering the middle of the field, went to the post route, and found the receiver wide open for a nice gain.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football, if you're going to throw it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are pouring it on. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Bortles now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. So out come the Raiders. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll run it again with Yeldon. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st down, Bortles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And with a little breathing room here after the incompletion. I know you and I were chuckling yesterday. How about the reporter asking Jim Caldwell where he would play Usain Bolt? He said, of course, receiver at 6'5".
I think Jim Caldwell knows what he's talking about. 6'5", that type of speed. I'd run go routes all the time with him. And let's face it, the NFL, we've had a history of trying this, haven't we? The Cowboys tried Jim Hines way back when, a former Olympic sprinter.
So are you starting the Bolt to the NFL movement or what?
I would love to see it happen, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the gun on third down, Bortles. And he's got it to Hearns. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Jags are going to have a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Shotgun now for Bortles. And now here is another interception. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now, I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.